Hello, everybody, and welcome to another Tarkir Dragonstorm draft here on the channel. If you are enjoying the videos, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe for more, comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. Last video, I got to showcase what it's like to draft a Mardu aggro deck instead of just drafting all of these late game control decks that I've been drafting. And we have opened up a really great rare here, actually a great mythic as well. Teval, Arbiter of Virtue, is really nice because it just makes your spells cheaper and it has lifelink, so it makes up for the life loss that you get from casting your spells. The Meringue River Regent is really strong, though. This card, you play this on turn 6, and you just bounce two things, and you're just way ahead all of a sudden. Its best tomes are probably just like late game control decks, but if you're playing like a tempo deck, like if you're trying to play like blue-red tempo with a little bit of white maybe for like Jeskai, or a little bit of green for Teamer, then that can be a really good home as well. Blue-green really likes it. Pretty much every deck that can cast it likes it. Other good cards in the pack. If I wasn't taking this card, I would probably take the Teval just because it is so good and splashing is quite easy in this format. But then Equilibrium Adept is another card I really like, and so that would be my third pick, I believe. And then maybe Mardu Devotee, because this card is really good, so I would not be shocked if someone first picked it out of a weak pack, or a pack that had no good rares or whatever. Okay. Well, we've got the Regent. And now there's a Barren Step Siege, which is a really, really good card. Just putting counters on your creatures at every end step is no joke. There's also Caustic Exhale. There's Channeled Dragonfire. Lots of directions already. I kind of want to take the Barren Step Siege and then go towards splashing it in a Sultai deck potentially. I'm not trying to play black, white, blue. I do really want to play the Meringue River Regent, but there's not like a great blue card follow-up, and so I'm still just on the take the most powerful card path here. Caustic Exhale is really nice, but black isn't my favorite place to end up. I know, ironic, but Barren Step Siege is, I think, a really good card. And then Channel Dragonfire would be maybe my second pick out of this pack, I think. A little bit better than the Siege because of its late game skill prowess, but Caustic Exhale is close, I think. Okay. I wonder if it's correct to just take Dalkovan Pack Beasts here and just be like, yep, I can play a Mardu aggro deck and just kind of ignore the late game bomb status of Meringue River Regent. I think Disruptive Stormbrood is probably better to take than that because I can just be Sultai Splash White for the Siege. And Regent is so good. Scoured Barrens would also be nice because it's a land that goes with the Siege, but I think I'm still in the power level section of my draft. We're not really seeing a lot of green in these packs. Dalkovan Pack Beast is quite good, and I guess not the greatest of a Siege, but we'll keep an eye out. There's Stormplane Detainment as a kill spell. Urani's Rebuff is fine. I think Evolving Wilds is a fine pickup. We're kind of like blue-black right now. This doesn't have to be a green card for us. Dragonstorm's not my favorite. I think that card's pretty weak. Evolving Wilds, Stormplane Detainment. Those are the two cards I'm choosing between. Maybe I do just take the Stormplane Detainment as a kill spell. Be nice to have. Then get an Evolving Wilds later. I don't know if I can get an Evolving Wilds later, but we will at least see if we can. Now it's between Riverwalk Technique and Osseous Exhale. Blue has not seemed particularly open. There's another Mardu card. Osseous Exhale is a totally solid kill spell, and we already have two dragons. We are kind of set up to be an Abzan deck. I think I'll take the Exhale. White has seemed open. Now there's a Stormplane Detainment number 2. There's Hardened Tactician. We don't really have tokens right now. Kind of want to just take another Stormplane Detainment. I'm not really seeing a lot of red cards that I love. This card's kind of hard to use, but we'll take another Detainment. We have a lot of removal right now in white. Now Fortress Kinguard is a good card with the Siege. Keeps me in white, which is my main color. Hmm. Interesting. Now there's another white card. There's also Great Arishan City, which I'm going to take here. It's really good with the siege because it just makes sure you have creatures even in the late game. I don't have a lot of creatures right now, but I'll get there. And I know I do want to play white and black for this, so we're in an interesting spot. Worthy cost might be interesting later, but Arishan City is actually just a really good card. It's looking like I'm going to be a Abzan deck. Blue was not open, really. So Jungle Hollow is going to be good for getting a little bit of green in there. The Loxodon Battle Priest is fine. I have found that when I'm playing an Abzan deck, I would much rather have a focused Abzan deck than a kind of like random, like a focused deck that can be a little bit assertive than one that's just more focused on splashing around a ton. We're kind of a white-black tokens deck. It's going to be interesting. I like getting to explore a more unique deck in the format. Loxodon Battle Priest can be fine, kind of like a bad Baron Step Siege. Meringue River Region is the sort of card you first pick and then try to force around, but I think we've actually found a much more open lane, and we got past a really good card for that deck. And I don't regret taking the Storm Brood over the Dalkovan Pack Beast at all, even though Dalkovan would be good in this deck. We will take the blue card. Maybe we... Like, if we opened another Meringue River Region, we would just try to play, like, Esper, probably. That's so funny. Well, this is an unsupported archetype, but we're going to do it anyway. I can't believe that I summoned this out of the ether in that way. Civ 6 really good too, but this is a easy Meringue River Region. At this point, with two Meringues, we can just be white, black, and then splash blue, which is a really weird thing, splashing double blue for a white-black deck. But when you get double meringue, you know, you got to get some lemon to go with that. Start making that lemon meringue pie. Oh my gosh. What a weird draft. So we're playing white-black. I think definitely playing white. Want to play black as well. Black seemed open. And then white-black with some blue. It's like a really weird archetype. This pack is not helpful for me. The Rebellious Strike seems okay. Starlight Skyrider seems maybe okay. The Headliner is really a good card, but not where I'm at. And I don't really want to go into green for no reason. I guess I'll just take a green card, though. Maybe I end up in a weird Abzan deck that splashes heavy blue. And taking the Fixing seems like the best bet for that. Evolving Wilds and Tranquil Cove would both be nice. I don't think this will wheel, though. I mean, I don't think Evolving Wilds will wheel. Jessica Monument's only good if I wanted red. Quarry Mountain solid. Sidisi's sweet. Like if I get my meringue into the graveyard somehow. We're just going to take the Evolving Wilds, though. This is going to be a heavy land prioritizing deck. Sun Pearl Kieran's really good. Sidisi's also really good, but it's a weird draft. I don't know what to do, really. I'm just going to take the Kieran and try to just only splash these meringues, probably. Kieran's really a good card. Double black. It is a good 6-drop, though. And then there is Furious Forebear as a nice little 2-drop with some synergy with sacrifice effects. Black isn't even necessarily the color that I'd want to end up here. Like, maybe I'd just be a blue-white deck that splashes black. For this card. Because I only have these other 2 black cards. And Arishan City, I guess. I'm just taking the Equilibrium Adept. This is a weird spot to be in. Just keep taking the good white cards because I know I'm going to draft white. Coordinated Maneuver is solid in this particular deck, I think. And then I get the strike. Gosh, this deck is weird. Not a lot of fixing that I have seen that I wanted to take. Well, like getting a late Jeskai Monument. We're back. We've got some fixing now. We have a lot of cheap cards. Well, now we get this Twin Moss Stormbrood. It's a good kill spell, a little bit better than the Exhale. And yeah, I think we're kind of in. Quarry Mountain Stalwart's really good, but so is a land here. My creature count is at 11. I'm not going to be able to cast my spells is the problem. Blue, green, black. The worst possible tri-land. Martyr Devotee is nice, though. I can take that over Rebellious Strike. I feel like my deck is really weird. Like, this is a weird way to get into Jeskai. I think it was because I was willing to abandon the Meringue River region until I got a second one, and so it's my only blue card. I guess I'll take Quarry Mountain now. There's Zergo's Vanguard, which is a great card. There's also Wayspeaker Bodyguard. When I have a lot of 2-drops. I think Zergo's is the pick. This card hits like a truck. So I'm basically playing white-red that then splashes blue at the top end. Okay, we need the land. Gosh, I would love a Saltroad Pack Beast. This card is so good. I'm going to be disciplined, though, and take the land. I need to be able to cast my spells. There's a Tursa. Songcrafter Mage is funny. Teamer Monument's funny. But Tursa's really good. So if I play 2 islands. Is it Battle Priest? Sure. So if I play 2 islands, I'll have... Gosh. Yeah, sure, we'll take this guy. Wow, we wield the Quarry Mountain Stalwart. That's crazy. I wonder if Baron Step Siege would be a better splash than Meringue here. I mean, Meringue is pretty great. Double blue's so tricky, but... Oh, man. What a weird draft. What a weird one. Just cut that. So if I play 4 islands, that gives me 1, 2, 3. Let's just get really greedy with our splash. And be like 1, 2, 3, 4 official sources for a double blue card, plus this guy's a 5th source. And then we have 1, 2, 3, 9, 10, 11, 17. That's 17 lands, which seems good. Mostly white cards. So we have 6, 7, 8, 9 white, 6, 7, 8, 9 red. Do it like that and call it a day once I make my last couple of cuts. I don't think I want the underfoot underdogs. And I do not think I want Poised Practitioner. I think this will be the build. It's a really weird one, but we will see how it does, I guess. I wish I'd gotten better mana to get this card in there because it would have been great in this deck. But yeah, weird draft, and I'll see you folks in the games. Before I get to the games, I want to give a huge shout out to all of the people who support my channel and my work at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Patreon support helps me make high quality content on a consistent basis that will help you improve at draft and have more fun playing Magic the Gathering. Patrons also gain access to exclusive bonus resources like my card by card tier list where I grade every card in the set on an A through F scale, and my format thoughts document where I provide extra insights and stuff that I'm thinking about while playing the format. I want to give a special shout out to those patrons who support at the credits level. It really does make a big difference. And without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. We'll keep this. We have one of our 2 islands. Okay. Ditch a couple of random cards. I think these ones are fine to get rid of. We already have another detainment, and we wanted to draw land. Playing against Sultai. This guy should be pretty solid here. The Battle Priest. We're going to walk right into whatever they might have. Okay. Okay, so they have done very little this game. This 2-1 has not been a great blocker. Battle Priest, let this guy attack. And we have a kill spell on the way. Okay. Exile the Constrictor Sage. Play this guy and go wide. Buff Tursa. They'll probably chump, yep. And we have a great kill spell that can deal 5 to something. Sure. Got him. There's no way they're alive, right? Yeah, okay. Let's just Destroy this guy. Boom, got the win. I'm kind of thinking I can afford to play one extra island, which I will do. Because being able to cast the Regent is actually so huge that one extra island is a cost I'm willing to pay. And that gives me 6, 7, 8, 9 white still. 5, 6, 7, 8 red, 3, 4 blue, 5 blue, 6 blue kind of. Which I think is just better. And also my Mardu Devotee can get me red mana if I need it. If I have white mana only. So that's worth noting as well. I think Mardu Devotee is good even outside of Mardu decks, as you'll notice I played it. Gosh, we had a weird draft there. That was like, I was like totally willing to move away from the Meringue River Regent and just draft like a Mardu beatdown deck basically. Okay, let's see what we can do here. I'm glad I added the extra island. Casting this guy on curve would be great. I can also just cast the other mode, Coil and Catch. Let's see how much damage the Sun Pearl Kieran's going to do. Ooh, that is a heck of a card. We'll jam it. There's our second island. Play this because it'll let Zergos hit harder. I feel like our opponents aren't doing much. Like, you know, we've played against 2 opponents who have cast no relevant spells for the first few turns of the game. Are they going to cast the Dragon Sweeper? Like, make everything at -3/-3 or something? Carrot Kick, okay. I don't even want to discard anything. Like, they might even just be dead here. They have to block the Equilibrium Adept. Okay. I think they're dead no matter what, right? They block here, they take 2, 7, 10, 11, 14 exactly. 2, 7, 10, 11, 14, yep. Boom. Nice little win there. Let's go! What a win. This deck is sweet. We're just playing white-red aggro with the Meringue River Regents at the top. It's going to be pretty good when we cast a Regent. Oh my gosh. Okay, we can keep this. Ah, the anti-aggro tech. Well, I was going to go wide with the Fortress Tree Guard, but now I'm just going to make a 2/3 so they can't just keep attacking me with that. Punished slightly. It's okay, we will exile their Shock Brigade. If they want to keep playing this guy, then go for it. Spending mana on it. We do not have to spend mana on it. Okay. I'm going to just use this guy, the coil and catch mode. So they hit me for 2. Glad I saved my Stormplane Detainment here. I will discard the Furious. No. Yeah, discard Furious Forebear. Eventually I'll get that back. Let's just hold this back, because if they play the Fleeting Effigy, I can block that. If not, I can block 1 damage from this Immobilized token. Okay. That's not great. Really? That's crazy. Glad I held my guy back, but that's weird. Let's get greedy and look for a land here. Beautiful. Discard. This card's gonna be good in a second because next I go boom, boom, boom. Get rid of the Rebellious Strike. Life gain could certainly be relevant. Frontline rush, sure. I just want to draw my land. I could just keep casting those, but... Sure. Sure. Weird attack. We'll see what their last card is. Okay. So would I rather prevent them from drawing a card? I think so. Then get back my guy. Yeah. This is a fine deal for me because I have all this card draw here. Discard land. No need to discard anything here. My 2 cards are pretty good. Even though, I mean, Tursa won't be online, but I've got a lot of power in play. You're almost dead. And we draw the regent again. That's hilarious. We've cast like 4 regents this game. I think they know that we have 2. Yeah, this card's good even if you can't cast the double blue part. Nice. I think we're like a aggro deck that can kind of go into the late game pretty well because of the regents. The regents just give us a lot of card draw that also is a top end tempo play. Like we cast like a bunch of draw 3 discard ones there, and that was pretty good. Gosh, this deck is so weird. I just like did not see it going this direction when I was drafting. Which feels a little bit bad because I feel like I could have. It's funny because I feel like the deck turned out really well, but it could have turned out even better if I had drafted it knowing that this is where I was going to end up. But like pack 1, I was like, I'm not seeing a single good blue card. I don't know if I can play this regent. And then I literally said, like, if I get a second regent, I'm going to play both regents. But like, what are the odds of that happening? I mean, not high. There's a lot of rares you could open. But yeah, it ended up working out perfectly. It's just like, what is happening? This is crazy. Oh man, let's go. Okie doke. We've got a nice keeper here. Get our first island. I think the 3rd island was a good move. Okay. I'll play the stalwart. I don't want to attack into the devotee, really. I have my 2nd island now, though, so that's good. Let's start getting some pressure on him. I'd rather this get countered than my Tursa. So next turn I can play Tursa, discard planes, and whatever my other card is, attack, Aussies exhale this. Yeah, that's going to be worse than a random draw, I think, here. Especially because filling my graveyard is valuable. And every draw is one step closer to meringue. So every draw is 1 in 13. Okay, what do they have? No idea. So when you're playing these aggressive decks, you kind of just have to go for it. That's my experience. If you wait, your opponent's going to play some crazy bomb that you can't beat. The next turn I go this. Deal 2 to them, they'll go to 13. Hit them for 6, they'll go to 7. Oh. Okay. Might be a mistake, but we'll see. I didn't have a land. They don't have a creature to bounce. I don't know. Maybe that was just terrible. I wasn't going to do anything otherwise except play the devotee. Like, I think it's going to work out better. They would have been at 12. I still have 2 in my deck that I can draw. Okay, sure. So now they have to kill this, which is hard to do. And I can play this into Stormplane in a future turn. Kishless Skimmer, sure. I don't think they can kill this for just 3 mana. Boom, got the win again. Our deck is sick. Oh my gosh. I'm feeling a little Jeskai today. Let's go. Very hype. Okay, another keeper. Fortress Kinguard into Corey. Corey Mountain Stalwart wheeling shouldn't happen. This card's great. As you saw that game. I often choose the +1/+1 counter mode for this card. Makes it a better attacker. Unless I have like Coordinated Strike already in hand. We'll play the Stalwart. And then if we draw a 2-drop, we can go Furious Forebear into that. If we draw one of our islands, we can eventually play this draw 3 discard mode. It's totally fine for me. Okay, that's pretty good. No attacks. This card's a little bit scary if they like pick it up with another dragon. Perfect. Land is great here. Okay, Stormplane Detain. Gonna exile the token. Because then if I play my River Region, I can play this guy. I pick this guy back up. They block here. Yeah, that seems fine. I'm definitely going to have this guy die and get back my Forebear before they get the guy back, I think. Oh, that's terrifying. Hard to race what they've got going on here. So now if I draw Island, which I have 2 left in the deck, I can bounce both their tokens. Okay. Don't have the mana for that. Okay. That actually is nice because it gives me something to do with my mana. The next turn I'll play the Regent. I might lose this game anyway, but... I would have attacked with everything if I was them. No, I meant to pick up... I should have picked up the Stormplane Detainment. That was bad. Because then I could have got rid of the Marshal of the Lost. No, I would have died if I hadn't done it this way. Nope, not there. Ugh. That was tough. Ugh. My mana, if my mana had been perfect there, I think I could have won that, but yeah, that was tough. They just kind of went off to the races with their little combos. I used my Stormplane Attainment to kill their flying token, and then they played the Marshal, which would have been a better target for it, because my Meringue eventually could have bounced their token, but just hit me for so much damage. I had the chump with my birds. Maybe if I had played draw 3, discard 1 instead of making the 2 birds at that first turn, that would have been better. Yeah, I think that would have been better. Because then I would have drawn into stuff that could be potentially useful. That card's a heck of a card, the flyer one. That one's just really hard to beat. Okie doke. We've only suffered 1 defeat so far. We can keep this hand. Use this to get our mountain. I do think it's worth it to just get the mountain now, because I have plenty of 2-drops that I'd want to curve into the Tursa. There's a Martyr Devotee. Slightly behind schedule. Nice. Nice. Okay, perfect. Okay. Do I want either of these cards? Fortress King Guard's pretty reasonable. I don't really want either of these, honestly. So what we're going to do here is we're going to try to block here. Interesting, okay. This can kill their 2/1. It's not the greatest because I can't kill the flyer with this 2-mana kill spell. But I can bounce it eventually. Okay. Sure. Submit 0. Crunch. Now if I draw a land, as long as it's not a wind-scarred crag, so I have 2 tap lands in my deck, but everything else is like, every other land is a great draw, it just wins me the game, pretty much. And, I could always sift, but I don't really want to do that. So this guy's going to get blocked by there or jump blocked. We're going to be defensive here. Pushing damage is good for us because it makes this thing more of a liability. Gosh, we need 1 land here. We missed the first time. Second time, hopefully goes better. They're going to be at 5. I'm going to be at 5. Now they're making a 1/1 perfect. Sun Pearl Kirin, sure. Oh, they have so many blockers now. Gosh darn it. I can't do that now because I just die. Well, I think I could have won this game if I had gotten slightly luckier. Gosh, the next 2 draws were lands. My gosh, that's tough. That one sucks to lose. Oh my gosh. Because they have just 5 power in the air. Oh my gosh. I even scried 2 spells to the bottom to dig for more lands. Gosh. I guess I was supposed to not kill their ground creature with my Tursa and just discard my Stormbrood guy to try and find a land. It would have worked out better. Maybe I just played it perfectly and just got unlucky. Gosh. What did I kill with my 2-mana deal 5? Also a chance that I just misplayed badly and I was supposed to use my dragon card to kill their 2/1 so that I could later use my other removal spell on their flyer. It just felt unlikely that I'd get enough creatures if they just kept growing their flyer. Oh, man. I guess I scried them to the bottom and then I shuffled my deck. And then I ended up drawing one of the cards that I shuffled it, that I scried to the bottom. It's always tough to go 4-0 and then lose a couple. You're like, wow, my deck is sweet. And then you're just like, well, my deck is losing now. But this is a good hand. I like this one a lot. I'm on the draw, but, you know, you can't win all the die rolls. Gosh, Osseous Exhale would have been great that game. 4 bear, nice. And then I can go Leopard. They do not have Caustic Exhale plus Dragon, or they would have assuredly killed this. Sultai Monument, sure. Sure. Let's start digging. I will Osseous Exhale. I want to just continue enabling my attacks. At least for a second attack here. They're probably going to crack their Sultai Monument. Yep. Just make a 2/3. No attacks. Okay. They're going to have a Karakek Guardian at some point. So I kind of want to save to Stormplane Detainment for that if I can. I really want to just kill this enchantment. Okay. Snakeskin Veil. Sure. They cast it? Weird. I'm a little surprised they did that. I really want to kill this Breaching Dragonstorm, but I think I'm just... I'm just going to kill their board state. Gosh, they're just going to play a big dragon here, and I'm going to regret everything. I knew they would have Karakek eventually. So this guy's going to trade for their 2 tokens. Well, that's crazy that they blocked the 1/1 with this guy. Okay, Dragonstorm, let's see what you got. They get a Teamer Devotee. That is not a big deal. At all. It's a much bigger deal. Surrock is pretty great. Hmm. Don't really want to use the ability. Because it's really good if I can go Tursa into Stormplane Detainment. And Tursa can help me discard a card to find a Stormplane Detainment. Okay. They can't kill me here. I don't think. Perfect, okay. They're out of gas. Let's go, okay. Tursa. They're going to draw a card from Surrock. So buff up this guy at least once. And this guy once, so they have to double block any of them to kill them. I'm less likely to double spell, so this guy's less important than Tursa. I should have buffed. Yeah, and this guy needed to be able to buff so he could attack. And they're dead here. 3, 6, 10, 13. They have to chump block Tursa. Or they trade with Tursa, chump block the Rescue Leopard. Gosh, we're so close. Oh my gosh, are you kidding me? They don't get anything. Oh my gosh, they found a kill spell? Okay, well I think they're dead anyway. They gain 3 up to 6. Yeah, they're dead. Let's go. Huge win. The Loxodon's honestly doing some good work. Getting to 5 wins is a nice little milestone here. Gets back the entry fee in gems, which is always a nice little victory in and of itself. Let's keep it rolling, though. Try to get that trophy. It's nice that we didn't lose 3 in a row. Come on. Win the die roll. Perfect hand. Meringue on 6. Okay, this is a pretty good hand. We have double blue for if we do draw the meringue. We have 4 lands. We don't have any of our many 2-drops. But we do have the Zergo's Vanguard, which is a really good 3. And now we have a kill spell to support it. Okay, what are you going to take? They're probably going to take Stormplane Detainment. Or the Loxodon. Just the perks of having a pretty solid hand. A little bit more land than I would like, but That's okay. And my deck goes into the late game pretty decently if it draws Meringue, so. Definitely don't want to make this trade. Nightblade Brigade. Sure. I think I'm just going to dump my hand, put as much pressure on them as possible. Looks like they might miss a land drop here, and then that can be my ticket to victory. Yeah, they ditched a pretty powerful spell there. Exile that so they can't get it back. And killing the Death Toucher is worthwhile anyway. So they go down to 14. I've got a lot of good draws in my deck. The Meringues would be great. They have 3 lands. They might not have anything to deploy. I'm hitting them for 7 a turn, so they have to play something here. That's a pretty good one to play. That's pretty good. I'm a little surprised they didn't just block the token. Gosh. Oh, it's so brutal. You know what they say. Mana Flood loses to Mana Screw. Pretty reasonable draw, though. This leopard will find me more spells. Unless they kill it, which I assume they will. Though they probably top deck the Stormplane Detainment. I imagine they would have wanted to deploy that. So they have 5 spells in hand, and I have nothing going for me. That's a pretty good draw. Boom, ba boom, boom, boom. Okay, I would love to draw Tursa here. Tursa, 2 Meringues. So those are both, all 3 very good draws. Locks it on Battle Priest is a great draw. Because now they're dead next turn. So they have to have a kill spell. Do they have it? They played 1 kill spell already. They milled another. Okay, they're digging for it, but now they don't have black mana. So it has to be a green kill spell. No blocks. Well, them buffing their guy is a bad sign for me. Okay. Yes! Oh, we barely got there. Yes! Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. The lands almost were too much for me to overcome, but we're headed to the finals, competing for the trophy, which is always satisfying. This weird Meringue River Regent red-white deck. Could have just been a Jeskai deck, but I did not know at the time what colors I was playing. Crazy. Okay, final round. Focus up. This is where I focus all my efforts on winning the die roll. Come on, I'm focusing. Yes! The focus pays off. I really just want to play a 2-drop on turn 2. But I think I can scry a land to the top with the Devotee. I'll keep the Twin Maw. My strategy did not pay off. Because I would have kept a land if it wasn't for a really good spell. Because I wanted to be able to play this on turn 2. Or maybe I should have just done the tap land and did this on turn 2 and then scryed later. Once I had more info. Also possible I should have just ignored the Twin Maw. No attacks. This guy holds back this guy. This guard can draw me 3, discard 1. Maybe I should have just done this while they were tapped out. I was considering just attacking, playing this guy. Yeah, I should have played this when they were tapped out. Oh, so much punish. Now they just counter it and I lose. Huge that they did not. I feel like this would have been a good card to discard to Tursa because I don't really care about it that much. Okay. I'm glad I have a couple cheap interactive spells here. I'm in a good shape, though. I have a lot of power and toughness on the board. I've got 2 removal spells in hand. They're going to have to start tapping out. And my blunder was not punished. They get rid of Sarkon's Resolve, okay. It's one of those cards that can like really get you back in a game you're behind because you just I play Twin Maw Stormbird, you kill it for 2 mana, all of a sudden you're totally in it. Okay. Sure. Bummer. I don't even know if this is correct. I want to get my second blue in there, so if I draw my Meringue, I can just win. So I have 2 instant wins almost in the deck now. And killing the Tawny back doesn't seem to do that much. And this stops these guys from attacking me unless they have a kill spell, which they probably do when they have 5 cards in hand, 6 cards in hand, and they just played Rakshasas. Ureni's rebuff. Teamer Devotee, okay. Gosh darn it. They just gain infinite life here. I knew I shouldn't have played these twin tree guards. Luckily, I have a high life total, so I have time to draw into my answers. They have 4 cards in hand now. I have 2. Board state, I'm behind, but not by an infinite amount. And I have 2 meringues. There's a meringue. I feel like they would have countered if they had a counter already, but maybe they're just waiting to see what to do. I'm going to pick up Martyr Devotee. The scrying is better than the random 1/1 I'll get from this guy. That's bad. Well, if you lose the fact that they have this card, which is another card that I already lost to, and the Jeskai Revelation, it's not the end of the world. Gosh, that's tilting. There's nothing I can do about that either. It's not like I can play around. I have to play my meringue. So frustrating. This card's messed up. Just casual Sage of the Skies, Jeskai Revelation. Dang it. Play meringue, kill these 2. Hope they didn't draw anything good off the Jeskai Revelation. I will triple block this if they attack with it. Sure. They were saving their Romu's routine. Oh, they have black mana too. Of course they do. Of course they do. 5 cards in hand. They probably have another another counterspell in hand. Oh my gosh, it's so wrong. Just so wrong. They didn't have a creature in their graveyard to get it back. Now they did. Oh my gosh. Jeskai Revelation's so broken. Deal 4 to me, bounce this. The stupid thing is they can just bounce their Kishla Trawlers. I wonder if I draw my second Meringue River Regent if I can win this game. I don't think I can even. But like it would be nice to see. Well, that's how it goes sometimes. You just lose to the Jeskai Revelation deck. They also had Sage of the Skies, so I couldn't really pressure them before they got it down. Yeah, I'm assuming my opponent's not going to mess this up. It's pretty much impossible to lose this game. Come on, Tursa. I believe. 1 in 9 chance. Tursa attack. Hit Meringue. Bounce, bounce. I'm back in the game. No! You suck, Tursa. You were so close. If you'd hit the Meringue, I was back in it. Oh, yep, we're dead. I was dead for a long time, but honestly, if they had 4 blanks in their hand, and then I drew my Meringue. Honestly, if I had drawn Meringue that turn off of my Tursa, I mean, 1 in 9 chance, not the end of the, I mean, 1 in 8 chance, not the end of the world. Because then I bounce this thing in a token, and I'm totally kind of in it a little bit, just a smidge. Oh my gosh. Well, that was demoralizing. I feel like we lost all of our games to, like, we lost that one game to, like, not getting our 6th land, and then we lost like a couple games to them just having the Sage and a couple other rares. But you know, this deck was pretty sweet. The Meringue aggro plan. I felt like I built this deck pretty well once I had finished it off. I feel like this card would have been a little bit useful against the Jeskai card, but it was better to just have a very relatively light splash with like 4 or 5 sources and not have to rely on blue all that much. The Fortress Tree Kin guards were not my favorite cards, but they did make some of my other cards a little bit better. Maybe could have cut one of those for one, but it was nice to have the aggressive plan too. The Battle Priest did pretty well. The Stormbird was pretty solid, but overall, pretty nice deck. I hope you enjoyed it. If you made it all the way to the end of the video, in the comment section down below, leave hashtag #AggroRiver, because this is kind of the most aggressive River Regent deck you might have, I think, and it was a pretty fun one as a result. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did like it, made it all the way to the end, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe for more, comment with your questions, thoughts, and feedback. You can support my content via Patreon if you do enjoy my videos. But that's going to do it for this one. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll talk to you next time.